Willmar is located in west central Minnesota, just 90 miles from Minneapolis and Saint Paul. Our community was built around the railroad, and from the beginning, our large Scandinavian population welcomed and embraced immigrants and diversity. Now Willmar's population includes more than 30 cultures, with 41 languages spoken. Over the 14 federal census surveys, Willmar's population has always increased. We are very proud of that and want to continue growing and expanding for the next 140 years.
Willmar, Minnesota. It's my hometown. I've proudly lived here for 59 years. Because of its collaboration, Willmar is an all-America city full of culture, diversity, and growth. There's lots of great things happening right now. Willmar is family, fun, play, work, and living.
33 years ago, my husband and I, with our children in tow, chose to call Willmar our home. And we can say with absolute certainty that it was the best choice we ever made. One aspect that has stood out to me is our city's dedication to creating recreational spaces for people.
We have an 88% park score, and so what that means is that 88% of our residents in town live within a 10-minute walk to a park, and that is phenomenal.
Today we boast an impressive 37 parks. Among those is Robbin's Island Regional Park, with its natural beauty and tranquility. In the middle of this wonderful park is Destination Playground, a labor of love built by a community of devoted citizens. Across the road, you can play pickleball or try out our new fitness court. Let's not forget the event center and turf fields, conveniently located with the Civic Center. These facilities bring families and friends together to create lasting memories and forge stronger bonds. Whatever sport you play, you can probably find it here.
Well, my mother, Esperanza, who is from Reynosa, Tamaulipas, she came here to Willmar in 1998 and then just became very fond of all the green, big lakes, bike trails, and especially with the school systems. She just saw a big opportunity, I would say, for herself and her future. And then in 2005 is when we came to Willmar, and with just all the multicultural changes that have been happening in Willmar, was one of the main factors that led us to open up our Tex-Mex restaurant, Spurs Bar and Grill. With the help of funding from the Willmar Economic Development Commission, we were able to make our dreams come to life. They were much more than just your regular lending company. They have diverted us to several of their resources and networks.
One of the initiatives that the EDC has put together is called the Elevate program. It's a 12-week program where they look at various topics that are of importance to entrepreneurs, such as cash flow management and your marketing activities and so forth. And we specifically target underserved communities. Those individuals have gone on to create businesses. In fact, they have leveraged, I believe, close to $1.5 million of financing having gone through that program. And so we're very excited. In fact, we now have a waiting list of around 50 people that are interested in going through the Elevate program.
I think that the city and the community of Willmar has done a good job highlighting the certain changes in our community and the needs in our community for these different types of people.
I think a lot of the issues that we face that I think like for people who live in bigger populations may not understand. And one of those things is rural connectivity. And the issue that we have is that technically Willmar is served. That kind of locks us out of grant money. And so one of the things that we wanted to do was be proactive about it to make sure that we had the best internet in the region. And we got an open access fiber proposal. What that does is introduce competition for the ISPs and benefits the consumer. It takes away the capital investment and the maintenance emphasis for the private businesses, because that's what prevents them from going into these smaller communities. And it just doesn't make sense because they don't have the population density to justify the investment. With the city owning the network and the city kind of partnering with a private entity to manage the network, we take those responsibilities away from the ISP and just bring them a situation where, do you want to make money? Here's how you make money on the open access fiber network. The benefit of this network is that it's going to be 100 gig symmetrical straight up and down. So that's high-speed symmetrical internet, going to be the best internet in the state by 1.5 miles. The goal is to have the best internet in the state and remain as the commercial, industrial, and economic center of West Central Minnesota. And we're going to hope to do that through broadband.
Behind me is a multifamily housing project called Block 25. So the significance of this project is it is the first major project in our Renaissance Zone. The Renaissance Zone was a creation of the City Council 2.5 years ago that encouraged to have development investment in the downtown. We're not resting on our laurels. We have had a number of housing projects approved over the last 4 years. And notably, last year, we had over $90 million in construction permit value approved in this community, and over $252 million in the last 4 years.
As a city council member, it is an honor and a privilege to promote my city. I stand before you today not as a representative, but as a proud resident who has witnessed incredible growth and change of Willmar over the last years.
You will find the commitment from our county commissioners, city council members, churches, businesses, schools, colleges, and our residents to see and look to the future and say, this can happen now. Let's be the future. The future is now in Willmar. Stop by, give us a call. We have a place for you to join our community.
Willmar, Minnesota welcomes you.